Right. Rahm positioned perfectly here at the...
Before I got to college and learned why I swing the way I do, as a kid I had a very strong grip. It was one of these.
Yeah.
Overswing and try to just hammer hook everything, right? Like every kid does, trying to get distance.
Yeah.
And my swing coach in Spain, Eduardo Telles, said, listen, you can't play hitting it this way.
I play like that though.
Yeah, I think some people have made it very far playing like that. But I grew up in tree line courses, grew up in the forest basically, so it was not working very well. He said, I was kind of going through my growth spurt as well, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Learn how to hit it straight. And he basically forced me to never get past my shoulder height. The goal was to have the club aiming at the sky and then swing from there. Yeah. But at 13, I basically was, I think, 6'2" by then already. So when I gain all that extra distance, he said, you don't need that. You can have the distance and control.
Right.
And that's when I started getting a little bit more precise of the tee, still not the straightest.
Right.
There was also a drill we used to make. He loved having me feel like I was taking the club here,
right,
and then swing as hard as I could. So it'd be something like this. Not really me understanding, he was making me move my lower body, and creating that motion. Now that sport I mentioned, high lie with a wooden paddle, you do a lot of this from right here, and then you hit it. So I kind of had those mechanics. Imagine this is my leg up until the ankle, so straight, and my foot is 90 degrees left, and basically the whole outside of my foot was touching the ground like this.
What?
So yeah, the process when I at that age or at that time was basically I was born, made sure I was okay and everything else, and they gave me to a specialist, broke my foot into place, my ankle. Saw me for the first time with the cast on. Yeah.
Imagine that doctor's job.
It's a specialist. I don't think they do that anymore. But because I was casted so young, from knee down, my leg developed slower. I had to go every week to get a new cast because I was growing, right? So I have very limited right ankle mobility.
What does your foot look like now? Is it just?
It looks normal. It's just normal? There is a difference between the right calf and left calf, and then from knee down, this leg is almost an inch shorter. Limited ankle mobility made it so I wasn't accurate because when I was going all the way back, I was not in balance. My ankle can't sustain it. So when my teacher realizes that, Eduardo realizes if I go from here, I had more strength, or at least more balance to get it straighter, and actually didn't really lose distance. So he didn't know why, but then when I went to TPI, they explained to me why. And then everything else, my wrists, I have very little mobility this way, but I have hypermobility.
So what does that help for you?
Meaning that's why my wrists just want to go this way. Is what's comfortable for me. Right. If I'm playing ping pong, I can create more power this way than I can the other way. So it's just the way I'm comfortable, and that's why certain things in my swing work the way they do. Don't try to be perfect. I've had multiple teachers throughout my life tell me I need to get it to parallel in a perfect position, and I've basically said no since I was 14 to all of them. So I don't want to. You know who the best teacher is? Who? The golf ball. Is the golf ball going where you want? Yeah. Then there's nothing to change. If I was playing good, I was up there in best in the country at my age. I was like, why am I going to change it?